Okay, today we're going to talk about my career field of interest, which is managing. Manager is the glue that keeps the team together. It is part of the business management administration cluster that you can go out and explore on the internet to find a job that you like. They oversee the activities directly related to the making of a product or providing a service. On ONET out on the internet, it'll list out a bunch of the descriptions in it. Some work tasks, you're going to definitely manage a team. You want to be able to recommend and implement changes for efficiency and profitability of that account, and you'll be working with the customer team on forecasting and of customer demand in order to ensure they can meet their needs. Relevant college courses and majors. Some people have an associate's degree, most have a bachelor's degree in business, finance, or operations management. Some go on to get a master's in business administration. Some working conditions, you'll have a high level of social interaction, you're working among teams, you're going to be self-motivated, you have to have that for strict deadlines in this, it's quarterly based. You're probably going to travel and you're going to have some overtime is common. Some of the job-related interests, enterprising, conventional, and social, all undertake under this topic. So you'll be leading people in discussions, you're going to want to take risks, you're going to have those details, and it will involve helping and providing services to people. Required knowledge, you're going to need management, customer service, computers and math, sales, productions and processing, and you're going to definitely have economics and accounting in there as well. Hiring practices, a lot of the people prefer previous performance. They're going to look at that. They're going to look at your analytical and communication skills and knowledge of the company and industry. Average wages are about $45 an hour, so $95,000 a year. Projected growth is 3 to 9%. There's about 20 open positions currently within 100 miles. And your advancement opportunities are going to be transferring to another company, attending sponsored training by your company, and general and operations managers often are promoted up to possibly a vice president. Supply chain manager is the second role under this same business administration cluster. They manage purchasing, material needs, and inventory control. Work tasks, they're going to analyze your inventory and they're going to ensure that you have the goods, the materials, and the products to make your good that you need to sell. College courses and majors, most have a bachelor's degree in business or operations management. Working conditions, you're going to be communicating mostly by phone or email. Conflict negotiation is a plus because you're going to be negotiating pricing. You'll be detail-oriented and self-motivated, and you will probably be traveling, and sometimes you'll have to go on audits away in different countries possibly. You're going to have enterprising and conventional job-related interests on this one, which are starting up and carrying out projects, and you're going to definitely have your detail orientation in there, and there's a clear line of authority, so you know exactly where you need to be. Required knowledge that you need is English language. You're going to need to know the transportation business, customer service, and math. And hiring practices, people are going to be looking for a bachelor's degree in manufacturing, engineering, or a related field of where you're working in. You're going to have strong communication skills, and some people prefer masters in engineering, but not needed. Wages are about $48 an hour, projected growth rate 8.8%, and right now there's about 5 positions within the 100-mile area of Winona. Advancement opportunities are sometimes they advance through certification and continuing education, and some move to larger departments, projects, or maybe possibly onto a production type manager role. The third job I looked at in this same business administration cluster is a legal secretary. They perform clerical duties in a law office. And some of their tasks would be organizing and maintaining law libraries and files, preparing and processing legal documents and papers, and assisting attorneys in gathering their information. And relevant college courses, you would want to be in office management, paralegal studies, and secretarial sciences. Working conditions, this one is going to be a high level of social interaction, and you're going to be communicating by phone and email and in person. You got to be detail oriented. There are strict deadlines in this one as well. And you can do part-time, full-time, and sometimes you'll have to work on weekends to meet those strict deadlines. Job-related interests, enterprising and conventional again, so you're dealing with the startup and carry out of projects and leading people. And you got to be detail oriented, but the good news is you have a clear line of authority so you know what you need to do. Required knowledge, English language is a plus here with standards, quality standards and customer satisfaction for those customers. Law and government, customer service, computers and electronics for all of the files and the data you're going to be taking care of, and good administrative management background. Hiring practices, some people prefer formal training. A lot of them are looking at your previous experience, and you have to have written and good oral communication skills for this job. Well, a mean wage for this one would be about $20. Projected growth rate in the next 10 years is 3 to 9%. And there's 0 openings in the area though of 100 miles right now. Advancement opportunities, experienced ones can advance to some supervisory positions in larger law firms, or you can actually move on and go paralegal or to a lawyer, and that will take additional schooling. Social worker is one that I looked at outside of my cluster of business administration management, and this one is in the human services cluster. They help people solve social, financial, and health problems, and then sometimes they deal with children, schools, the elderly, or families that might need help. Work tasks, they interview clients and family members to determine what needs they need. They collect information from school records, medical tests, employment records, and sometimes they actually go on and prepare an actual treatment plan to take care of or rehab or treatment for whatever that family or person might need. Relevant courses and majors, you're going to want a bachelor's degree in social work, and other good courses might be psychology, sociology, or social anthropology as well. Working conditions, you have your interpersonal relationships where it's a high level of social interaction. You're working with people daily on phone, email, and in person. You have to be detail oriented, and there are strict deadlines on this one, and self-motivation is going to be a plus here too. You will probably have full-time job, weekends sometimes to meet deadlines, and you might have to travel across town or maybe a little further to talk with those families. Job-related interests are going to be enterprising and social in nature. You're going to be leading people and making decisions. And the social part, you're going to be working and communicating and teaching people. And you're going to be helping them and providing them with service. Required knowledge is going to be therapy and counseling, English language, customer service. You're definitely going to want to have a little law and government behind you, and psychology, sociology, and anthropology as well. Hiring practices, a bachelor's degree in any area of a social science is going to be preferred. 2 years of work experience is going to be very helpful. You can get that by volunteering or being an intern. And you have to be licensed or certified. Your wages are going to be around $19 an hour. Projected growth rate is at about 7%. And right now there are 29 positions within the 100-mile radius of Winona. So that looks pretty promising. Advancement opportunities, you can go on to be a teacher or a consultant. You can go into a private practice, or you may advance to like a program manager or an assistant director. Most of them need a master's degree. The last one that I was looking at outside of my business cluster is purchasing agent, and they are actually in the marketing, sales, and service cluster. They try to buy the best products at the lowest prices. A buyer will buy finished products like furniture and clothes. A purchaser is going to buy the actual parts or materials that go into those. So there are 2 different areas. Work tasks, you're going to prepare purchase orders and solicit bids for goods and services. You're going to research and evaluate these suppliers to get the best ones for your money. You're going to maintain and review records of the items purchased and quality control. Relevant college courses, you're going to have a bachelor's degree. Business and logistics are a plus, and long-term on-the-job training. Interpersonal relationships, you're going to need that conflict negotiation and a high level of social interaction. You're going to need to be detail-oriented, and again, strict deadlines on this one. Everybody has their deadlines. And you're going to be traveling. Job-related interests, you're going to be enterprising and conventional in terms. Data and detail, clear lines of authority there. Required knowledge, administration and management, economics and accounting, and sales and marketing are going to be your pluses. Hiring practices, managing firms and larger companies prefer bachelor's degree. Leadership and negotiation skills are a plus, and you're going to need your strong communication and math skills here. Averages are for wages about $28 an hour. Projected growth rate 8%, and right now there's only about 3 positions in the area. Advancement, continuing education, you might move to larger departments or projects, or certification will help you along in that one. And hopefully you learn something about some of those jobs, and maybe you'll find one that you like in the future that fits in there. Thank you.